Chandler, be quiet. Chandler, be quiet. Okay. All right, it looks like we're finally live. Okay, everyone, good evening. I think I have everything set up now. All right, need to mute. All right, it looks like we're finally. There we go. Okay, that's muted. So we don't have me talking twice. Tonight we're going to do something special. I did announce that, I think it was last week. We're going to do a special program that I do every year. And because you had no forewarning of what we're going to do, you don't have paper and a pencil. But to do this, you need 2 pieces of paper. They can be small, and something to write with. Doesn't have to be a pencil, but something to write with. And on 1 sheet of paper, you write down everything you want to let go of from 2022. And no judgments. Don't sit there and say, oh, I want to change this, or it just, this is something I want to let go. It can be an emotion, it can be a habit, it can be whatever. It's just something that you don't want. It's an energy that you do not want to carry forward into the next year. And on the other piece of paper, you write down, excuse me, everything that you want to manifest in the new year. And it's important that you write it down, that you see it, you visualize it, you feel it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to burn them. So you need to go outside, and if you have a barbecue or a pit or something, if you don't have anything like that, then get a fireproof container. It can be like a Corningware dish or a metal pan, something that you can put the paper in. And so with the one you want to let go of, you read it. You don't have to read it out loud, but you need to really feel it. And then you burn it, and you just send it up and let it go. And then you do the same thing with what you want to manifest. You see it, you visualize it, you feel it, you know it. Then you burn it and you let it go. Okay? So what we're going to do tonight, since you didn't know that in advance, is we're going to do a meditation. And first we're going to think about what we want to let go. And then we're just going to let it go. And then we're going to think about what we want to manifest. And then we're going to visualize it. And then after the exercise, after the meditation, go ahead and get your paper and your pencil and write them down. Now, if you have a paper and something to write with now, you can write it down, but then while you're writing down what you want to let go of, you don't have time to do what you want to manifest. So normally I do this in person, and we take a break and we stop and we let people have time to write it down. But because we're online and I can't see you and I don't know what you're doing, or if you even have paper and a pencil. So for what we're going to do, we're just going to manifest, think about what you want to let go of, and then think about what you want to manifest. And it'll be to shamanic drumming. And I'll have a little bit of video. It's a waterfalls. That if you like to work with your eyes open, you can. There'll be something to watch. Usually with drumming, I close my eyes. So this is our New Year's celebration. It's a little early, a few days early, because we always do this on a Thursday night. So you can play it again, either New Year's Eve or New Year's Day. and know that as humanity, we are moving forward and things are really changing. And if you haven't felt the energy from the last few months, I mean, the energy's been getting more and more intense since 2020. And then it got really intense this year. And then in December, it got more intense. And then around the 21st, it got even more intense. Then on Christmas, it got even more intense. And what we're in right now is going to last until around the middle of March. And some people are predicting some major changes. I would say stop listening to people that are predicting doom and gloom, that are predicting the end of the world, that are predicting solar flashes are going to destroy us. That just creates fear. Now you're living in fear. You can't manifest what you want if you're in fear. You have to be in love. And you have to know that who you are and your energy, that's the reality you're creating. There is no other reality. There's only the reality you create. I know that's hard to get your head around, but if you study quantum engineering and astrophysics, you start to understand how the universe is made up. And you could think of it as a living AI organic computer. And we're not here. I know that's really weird. We're just using what we think is solid because we've been told it's solid, but it's actually just light. And our soul is here to learn and to grow and to learn how to be happy no matter what. And that, I know, if you don't know me very well and you're listening to this for the first time, I probably just totally busted your mind open. But if you're one of those people that's been following me and takes my classes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So if that's too much for you, just be in 3D and let go of the past and manifest the future. All of humanity is going to go through a major transformation. So think big. Think, hey, I want world peace and no more poverty and no more corruption in government, and whatever is a perfect world for you. Think it, visualize it. Will it make you happy? And put that on your list. Now, if you think small and you just say, well, I want this much money and I want that and I want this, okay, fine. I'm not going to tell you what to manifest. I'm merely suggesting that the energy right now is such that humanity can manifest an incredible future for itself. And you can get on the bandwagon and join in that group that wants to create a humanity that we want to leave our children and our grandchildren. Or you can put up with what we've had for the last couple thousand years that hasn't benefited humanity at all. So let's think about what we really want in a new world, and that we are able to empower ourselves to create that world through our own intentions. And believe it or not, you can. Oh, if you've never done this before, it's a little off the charts. But if you have been doing this every year and you've seen, if you were around in the 90s, everybody said, oh, the world's going to end in 2000. I kept telling people, no, it's not. Sure enough, it didn't. Then it was 2012. I said, no, it's not. Sure enough, it didn't. And then some people who were saying 2000 and then 2012 were saying 2021. Whoa, no, 2021 is gone and past. Now they're saying, oh, it's 2030, and they're hedging their bets, 2030, 2034, maybe 2040. And, they're giving time frames. Don't buy into it. Okay, we're all still here, and we have the ability to create the world we want for all of humanity. And we are all one. This divisiveness, this is all fake crap. Okay, just let it go. Okay, that's not real. We are all one. We're all part of the same infinite creator. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what belief system you have. We're all from the same infinite creator. Okay, so there is no separation. So stop being divided and stop living in fear. Live in a state of love and peace and harmony. And through that, together, we can manifest a united humanity that we want to leave to our children and our grandchildren. And we want to have families again. Breaking up the families wasn't very good for humanity. Doesn't mean we have to go back to the old structure. It just means we need a new structure, and we do need families and people helping each other, whether it's communities, whatever. Think about how you want that to be. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start the meditation. So this particular meditation is drumming, so it's not binaural beats. So you can use a headset if you want, but you don't have to. Again, you can sit, you can stand, you can walk purposely in a circle, or you can lay down. A lot of times with shamanic drumming, I like to lay down on the floor, but you don't have to. I'm going to sit tonight, so be comfortable, decide what works best for you. If you can't sit still and you just can't do it, standing is too much, walk. If even sitting, standing, walking is not for you, then lay down. Just, put a pillow under your head and something under your knees so you're comfortable. Okay, so go ahead and get prepared. And I'm going to do a share screen. And we will start meditation. And I need to do a share sound. Okay. Go ahead and sit, stand, walk, or lay down, and go into your inner space. Those of you who have meditated with us before know that means to relax your body and let go of any negative feelings, negative energy, or anything else that's troubling you. It will still be there when we're through. So go ahead and relax and feel that relaxation. And now we're going to connect directly to your soul, your higher self, your spirit, whatever you call it. And ask it to let you know what you need to let go of. Are there emotions that you've been hanging on to? Anger, fear, sadness, frustration, whatever it is, whatever caused it, go ahead and just let it go now. And whatever incidents happened, maybe between you and another person, maybe it's a friend or a relative, maybe it's a colleague, maybe it's a stranger, maybe it's someone that cut you off while you were driving. You don't need that. Just go ahead and let it go. Send it into the past where it belongs so that you don't carry it forward with you into the future. Just let that go now. You don't need it. It won't help you. And if you need to forgive anyone, so many times I hear people say, well, what they did, I can never forgive them. I'm not saying forget what they did. I'm not saying excuse what they did. I'm just saying the only person you hurt when you don't forgive them is yourself. So go ahead and forgive them so that you can let go of any pent-up anger or frustrations, because it will not serve you in the future, not in that state. If you want to transmute that energy into something positive, to change what you do with the energy, that's different. But hanging on to it in a state of anger or frustration does not help you. So go ahead and just let it go. Whatever these things are, grief, if you've lost a loved one, you will always miss them. It's true. I've lost many loved ones. You never forget them. You always will know them, but you also need to move on. Life continues, and you need to live your life. So thank them for being in your life and tell them you're going to move on now. So go ahead, and I'm going to be quiet for a while. Just think of all the things that you want to let go. Okay, now we're going to let all of that go into the past and put it behind us. releasing it, knowing that it's always there to revisit, but we're not going to carry the energy forward. And now we're going to look forward. Again, connecting to your soul, your higher self, whatever you want to call it, and asking, what is it you want to manifest? What's going to make you happy? Is it something as simple as more food? Or do you want to go bigger, something for a family member, a friend, or something on a more collective basis, something for your community, your city, your state, province, your country, or all of humanity in general? What is it that you wish to manifest into the future? And it can be all of that. It doesn't have to be any one thing, because together we are a collective. And if you like, you can put into chat what it is you want to manifest when we finish the meditation. You can just think about now, what is it? Visualize your future. Feel it. Feel what it will make you feel like, how you will be, who you will be when you are able to manifest the future that you really want. And don't worry about time frames. Don't worry about how. You don't need to know how anything will happen. You just need to know that you want it to happen and you want it really bad, and that you're willing to put energy into it, whatever is required, because whatever energy is needed will come to you as you progress through the future. It's called synchronicity, and it just shows up. So just be in that future. Be the future person, the wonderful being that you are now. How do you want to improve, and who do you want to be? And just see that. So we'll be quiet now for a while you go into your future self. And now we're going to come back into the current moment. Where are you now? Who are you now? Be in the moment and just listen to what your higher self, your soul, whatever you want to call it. Meditation is when we listen. Listen to your thoughts. What are you thinking? What are you saying to yourself? What is your self-talk? How do you feel about what we've been doing? And what messages does your soul have for you now in this moment? So we're just going to go ahead and meditate for a while now. going to slowly start coming back into the room. Just start maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes. And just slowly come back. You don't want to come back too fast. It can give you a headache. So just slowly, you have some water, grab a little glass of water. Okay, welcome back, everyone. So go ahead and put into chat how that was for you. That was my first time using that particular movie and video. I got it from Pond 5. If you like Pond 5, they have lots of nice, inexpensive I can't talk. Music and videos, and that was a sunrise. So New Year's is like a sunrise. It's a new beginning. So I hope you were able to get wonderful messages from your soul, your higher self, whatever you call it. And go ahead and do the ritual again later. You can play this again if you want to, or if you remember what to do. Just take 2 pieces of paper, write what you're letting go of on one and what you're manifesting on the other. And in a safe way, preferably outside, burn what you're going to let go, and then burn what you're going to create. And then take the ashes and recycle that into the earth. Very simple ritual that I like to do every year. And when I taught my classes live, we would do it live in the backyard. We'd do a drumming circle or whatever. Unfortunately, things have changed now, and I don't have a big yard or a big house. And my clients are now all online. So I do wish you a happy New Year. I know some of you don't celebrate New Year on the 31st and the 1st, but for the Gregorian calendar followers, we do. I don't worship the moon or Venus or any of those other things. So I just follow whatever's in the calendar. So have a happy holiday, and hopefully you don't get too hungover. I don't drink, so that doesn't happen to me. But whatever you do, however you celebrate, my best wishes are with you and your loved ones. So thank you for joining us. And remember to